Ian Rappaport had some interesting tweets this morning about the Arizona Cardinals.
What do you got for me?
First up, Cardinals brass. That includes Steve Keim, general manager, Cliff Kingsbury, the head coach, owner Michael Bidwell.
Yes.
We'll have a final meeting over the next couple days this week to discuss their options at number one.
Got it.
Sources say Cardinals have received feeler calls from teams.
Feeler calls.
Inquiring about trading up.
Yes. That's it?
He followed up. Interesting dynamic in Arizona. Veteran minicamp is Tuesday through Thursday. Next 3 days coming up. Josh Rosen will be on the field.
Yes, he will.
I'm told, this is Ian Rappaport saying this, I'm told Cliff Kingsbury, he has been impressed by Josh Rosen thus far, and this week is another opportunity right before Thursday night.
Okay.
And that goes with what Pete Prisco said.
Okay.
That Kyler Murray is not the Cardinals guy at number one.
Okay.
Unpack all of that, if you would, please.
I will unpack. There's a lot to unpack.
There's so much
It's a very
to unpack.
large suitcase.
That follows up Daniel Jeremiah last week saying that
it does.
on
Doesn't
April
it?
1st,
Yes.
he was 90% sure
Yes.
that Kyle Murray going number one.
And now he's 60.
And on April 15th, he was 60%.
60%.
Not sure what he is today. I'm going to text him right now.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, yeah, text him. Also let him know that his Padres are still above 500. I think he already knows that. Text him.
What percentage?
What percentage are you now?
Okay. Murray going
All right,
number one.
so we'll get that information as we unpack this here. Where do you want me to start? I think Kyler Murray's still number one overall to Arizona. I think that Arizona, looking over the steering wheel and seeing what the coach likes, that the coach has been after Kyler Murray for years. Try to get him out of high school, couldn't. Didn't get him to Texas Tech. Now here he is.
Ooh, I got Bubbles back from DJ.
Oh, Bubbles back. He's on it.
He's on it.
Okay, which means he's texting.
Sorry.
No, not a problem. This is all crucial information. That after all these years, he's first overall.
85%.
85, it's back up.
We're back.
It's almost as if the last 7 days didn't even happen. Tax day to the 22nd. Just shaved off 5% from his April Fool's Day percentage. Again, I don't think Kingsbury, after all this time, finally at the controls of a professional football team with an offensive line that can't protect as well as others, will turn down the opportunity to choose Kyler Murray, especially since you have pretty much opened this bottle, this genie bottle. Well, opened the bottle and rubbed the lantern and the genie's out of the bottle. You can't put hey, Josh, we did love you all along. We were just trying to get as many teams interested as the first overall pick. You can't put that back in. Kyler Murray in the building when they first reported for offseason workouts. And James Jones said in the first hour, you do that not because, well, this is the only thing that can actually work out for us. Yeah, I mean, Kyler's schedule was so jammed and so busy, he could only do the days that Josh Rosen first walks in the building with Cliff Kingsbury.
Very convenient.
That the Cardinals did that so he could meet his future teammates just down the hall hey, everybody. And then all of this stuff that goes on with Rosen in the building this week, really? You're going to put the genie back in the bottle after all that? Or you're going to get it out there to sources in the media who have reputations of being right or quality reputations to go out and say, hold your horses a little bit. Rosen was really impressive. So that whole thing about coveting Kyler Murray for the last 8 years on planet Earth, you know what? Now seeing Josh Rosen in person, all that tape I studied of him has been confirmed. He's checking boxes. I might hold off on that a little bit just in case, we're really taking Murray anyway, and nobody's coughing up more than a third-round draft choice. Again, like I told you last week, the reason why no first-round draft choice is coming for Josh Rosen or potentially a second-round draft choice, the reason why it's not coming for Josh Rosen is not because of Rosen's ability. It's because of the fact that you don't have leverage to get it. So that's what makes the most sense to me, is that it's still Murray anyway, and this stuff is all out there. Plausible. You can't say it's implausible that Rosen has impressed and his professionalism has impressed and Bosa impressed or Quinnen Williams is impressed to the point where, you know what, we'll take that. And maybe somebody's going to come up to get Kyler Murray. On that front, let me give you the flip side. Let's put it all together here.
Flip it.
What if Charlie Casserly was right? What if Josh Rosen did impress? What if what I heard at the Combine, that they told Rosen's camp, pay no attention to any of this stuff? What if that's all correct? What if another team truly does want Kyler Murray? What if somebody has bitten on the bait? What if that team, to make sure that nobody knows their intentions, what if that team wants to make sure that nobody knows that intention if it doesn't work out and it alienates their quarterback in the way that the Cardinals have risked alienating Josh Rosen? What if that team wants nobody to know and sent all their scouts home for the weekend? What if that team took Kyler Murray out to dinner, very famously in Dallas a couple weeks ago?
Yes, they did.
What if the Raiders are truly interested in making this happen, or open to the idea of making this happen, and nobody knows nobody knows at all, for worse or better, up in the Bay Area? What if we're putting all these pieces together, and this is in fact the case? The answer to that: tune into NFL Network Thursday night. And as a member of the media, as a host of this broadcast for a 15th consecutive year,
Congratulations.
By the way, thank you. Picks 1 through Mr. Irrelevant. I'm there for all of them. I'm there for every last one of them. Okay? As that person, I am hoping Kyler Murray does not go first overall. What a night that would be. Could you imagine? Raiders, somebody else trades up?
Oh, yes.
What if they do that?
Yes.
Then how far do the Cardinals go? Then we discuss the ramifications of that sliding door. Of how do you put Humpty Dumpty back together again with Josh Rosen? Can you do that? Would you do that? Should you do that? If Kyler Murray does fit Cliff Kingsbury's style, what happened? Who overruled what? What happened in that draft room? And who traded up? And if that is the Raiders, where does Derek Carr go? We're talking about Murray going first overall and Rosen's availability being a huge question mark and mystery that will keep you interested on Thursday night. What if you remove that name from that Mad Lib and put in the proper noun of Derek Carr?
Mm-hmm. Feeling you.
That's my 2 cents on that.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.